What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central. Sorry for the delay. Doing some math in the Discord. Math Tuesday. Trigonometry Tuesday. Testing my math skills Tuesday. I don't know. We got to talk about... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing today? I know some of you out in the world are sick. Not only physically ill, but also sick of Clash of Worlds, etc., etc. We're going to talk about some mobile stuff. We're going to talk about some Facebook and web stuff today. Not a ton of mobile news yet again today. Surprise, surprise. Really not sure what's going on with that side of things, but that's okay. Let me just double check here. Oh, we did get the Mojo announcement that just happened about 8 hours ago. We're talking about that. Trick Thursday? Definitely. Busy doing math? Yeah, Jiv. I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep this chat open here. I gotta grab a screenshot of a couple of comments that are pertinent to this conversation, just so I have them saved and ready to rock. So there we go. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the absolute most insane thing that's happened so far. This is something that everybody needs to pay attention to. Something that everybody that does not play Hero Wars web, that is hero-wars.com. Anybody that doesn't play hero-wars.com, the browser version of the game, needs to pay attention to this announcement. All right, I'm actually gonna put a link to this translated post in the description, and this is absolutely something that everybody needs to pay attention to, and could affect things in the future, obviously. So earlier this morning, or this afternoon, or whatever time you are in the world, this announcement went out. Important news. Let me move my camera over to the side so it's out of the way. Important news. The Hero War... I'm still need to zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Hero Wars game has been prematurely blocked on the VK and OK platforms. That's the Russian version of Facebook, effectively. All right. This post is about that issue. Players from these platforms are mainly Russian-speaking, so we want to address this issue in Russian. After the Russian text, you'll find an English version of this post. I didn't realize that there was an English version at the bottom. That's kind of funny. So you can read the... Stop. You can read the post yourself if you would like, but effectively the social media platforms VK and OK, whatever they are, Odgnoklassniki and VK, I'm not even going to try that, have blocked Hero Wars from their platform. Now, as of yet, Facebook hasn't blocked Hero Wars. There have been some issues here and there that Facebook is unable to load Hero Wars, but it's a security issue that Meta or Facebook implements, and then eventually the game comes back. As of right now, it appears that the Facebook version of the game is rocking and rolling just fine, at least for me. I hope that the rest of the world is able to access their Facebook account. But the important part about all of this is two things to pay attention to. First of all, it's that the understanding that anytime you're utilizing a platform other than something that you control to run your thing, you are vulnerable. And what do I mean by that? Hero Wars is using Facebook. Hero Wars is using the iOS and Android App Store. All right, Hero Wars is using VK and OK social media platforms in order to run their game. All right, if anything happens with those platforms, the users of that game or whatever on that platform lose access to the game. Okay, consider my YouTube channel. YouTube could change their mind right now, tomorrow, in the next 5 minutes, next month. YouTube could decide, you know what, we don't like Hero Wars content. YouTube can decide, you know what, we don't like paying our content creators as much as we do. You know what, we don't like video game content anymore. You know what, we don't like Charlie anymore. They can make those decisions unilaterally, and there's nothing I can do. I can't sue YouTube. Maybe I could sue, but I wouldn't win. You can't sue Facebook. You can't sue VK. I mean, you could. You absolutely could sue these platforms, but you wouldn't win, and you would waste all of your time and money getting there. What I should be doing is building diverse sources of income, which, by the way, I am. And in case YouTube yoinks my platform from me, and I all of a sudden can't make money by making videos on YouTube. And effectively, that's what's happening here. Hero Wars or Nexters or Kismet or whoever has diversified their game to various platforms. So if they lose one platform, if VK and OK or Facebook or whoever decides that they no longer want the game to play on their social media platform, they have other streams of revenue to maintain the business while they repair that relationship, right? Make some kind of situation work. The problem with this is all of the users of the VK and OK versions of the game, right? So all of a sudden, anybody that plays Hero Wars on VK.com or OK.com, whatever, pronunciations those are, they don't have access to their game. So due to a number of new unsurmountable external circumstances, the studio management was forced to make it a difficult decision to close the Chronicles of Chaos in VK and ODNK from November 3rd. But until that moment, we want to give our players the opportunity to continue playing on another platform while maintaining access to their progress. So this hasn't gone into effect yet, I guess. We have a little bit less than a month. And we sent an official notice to the platform administration and acted in accordance with all the rules of the platform. The moderation of VK and OK saw a violation of the rules and our actions and prematurely deleted the application. So I'm guessing maybe they were moving off the platform as of November 3rd, but they decided to delete the game from VK now. And that's where the premature statement comes from, right? Prematurely deleted. So all of that is unfortunate. It goes without saying, people that have spent time and money on that version of the game has been in limbo now for a couple of hours while they try to sort things out. It looked as though they were trying to transition the players anyway. And here's the cool part. Here's the part that I really like. We want to help our players save their progress and continue playing. For this, you need to contact technical support at this link. All right. When creating an appeal, indicate your social network and select the problem. I lost my game progress. Be prepared to answer a few questions. This is necessary in order to verify your account, just like you would verify your anything else, right? If you manage to save your recovery code, you can use the instructions on the link to restore access to progress. Answers to the most popular questions can be found here. So what this effectively is doing is allowing these users to move off of the VK social media platform and off the OK social media platform to another platform that is less at danger of being deleted or removed or blocked or whatever, right? And why I'm very interested in this, I'm not a user on VK or OK. I have an account on VK, though I haven't touched it in forever. And maybe 2 years it's since I've been touching it. I would love to see the ability for Facebook players to transition to web, okay? Because anytime that there's a problem with Facebook or Meta, and it's not just necessarily a problem with the interaction between Facebook and Nexters, the whole Russian thing aside, the Ukraine conflict, the economy, all of that aside, if any bug happens with Facebook that lets you not able to log into a game for whatever reason, just a security update that causes downtime for a day, which happens a lot. It seems like it's happening more and more recently. The web version of the game is completely unaffected because it is hosted completely separate from any of these individual platforms. I would like to see the ability to move my account, and I would like my entire guild to move the accounts, if possible, to a web-based version of this game, off of reliance of Meta and off of the reliance of VK and OK and everything else. Mobile is going to be a little tricky. I don't really know what to do with mobile just yet. But the fact that they're taking these steps to allow people to transfer platforms provides me a little bit of hope that if in the future there is a big issue with Facebook or Meta, whatever you want to call it, that over the course of a day or two or maybe even a week, we can transition off and have all of our progress restored. Okay. Will that actually happen? What's that actually going to look like? I have no idea. But I have not heard from any Russian players specifically complaining to me. I don't know why they would. They have their own community. Their own content creators and influencers to discuss this issue in Russian and all of that. But I thought that I would shed some light on this and kind of a positive spin on it if you know, if possible, right? Oh, we have a new YouTube guild member. Is it Petar? I believe it's Petar, right? Not Peter. Thank you so much for joining the guild, the YouTube guild. If you are a member of Discord, let me know. I'll get you added to the hero channel, the private chat on my Discord. Petar has chosen to support my channel with a little bit of money each month. It's only like $1. It's like 99 cents a month, and I only get like 45 cents of that, which is fine. But it shows his dedication to the community and the continuation of the community, if it was. But if anybody feels like that they would like to support me without spending money, there's really two strong ways you can go about doing it. First of all, you can hit that like button, right? Watching my content, hit that like button helps promote my stuff in the YouTube algorithm. It makes it more, it makes it shown to more players, more people that haven't discovered me yet, right? It's absolutely free. It takes just it takes just a couple of seconds, and then the other way is to send me feet pics. But I'll let you decide which of the two things you want to do. YouTube's cut is 50%. Yeah, I think it's a 65%, 65-45 split on the membership. It's pretty atrocious. I think it's because I haven't jumped it up to $5. Like if I jump it up to $5, then if I jump it up to $5, I think the split changes. But I honestly haven't looked at it in a little while, and it's not really where I want to draw. I don't want to paywall anything, but people have expressed interest in having, you know, a little bit different highlighted, you know, whatever. That would be 65-35. Oh, 55-45. Thanks. I've mathed out already, guys. I'm done doing math. I'm mathed out. For less than a cup of coffee a month, you can support Charlie. I mean, text and data rates may apply if you send the feet pics. Just saying. Just saying. We're not here for Charlie's math skills. Well, let's talk about math. Let's do a little bit of math. Let's talk about Hero Wars, Facebook and web. Let's talk about the Clash of Worlds activity. Holy cow. Whoop, that's the wrong page. It is it's a little bit of a nightmare right now. It's a little bit of a nightmare. We've got buggy positions. Whoops, back to main screen. Attack. We got buggy positions. The Fire Titan positions, they're showing increases max health. It should be total health, right? So if you go in here, your fire teams have less health. They have higher max level health, but then you have to include a healing Titan to get them up to max health, or maybe you include Mort when he is released. I don't know. There's a couple of bugs like that. There's a bug. There's a bug for if you highlight over and you're looking at the different locations. It's telling you different hero positions, the different people that's looking at it, and it seems to be universally a pain point on planning the fight. Right, just managing the fight. 150 attacks, right? 100 nodes. Jet says 150 attacks and 100 nodes. So just managing Clash of Worlds 3 times per week is going to be a part-time job in itself. I think I saw somebody mentioning that a part-time job in of itself. The strategy that my guild and that Knuckler, Cordy, I don't know if you're here, Cordy suggested to me is basically, I think what everybody's going to devolve into is trying to clear the middle, right? Clear the middle to unlock the Citadel, and then once you unlock the Citadel, knock down the bridges and everything, let everybody free for all until people can figure it out. It's going to be a little bit messy for the first couple of times. It's going to be a little bit messy. We're going to do some fights. I haven't had any fights assigned to me. So we're gonna try this for the first time together in just a little bit. But first I want to talk about who Clash of Worlds is for. Who is Clash of Worlds for? Okay. Let's take a look at the rewards. We've complained about the rewards significantly already. Significantly. And I'm going to refer back to A member of my community, let's see, Zog, if you're here watching, big shout out to Zog. He had made a statement that I want to go ahead and read to you guys just to kind of echo the types of players that play this game. All right, let's go back over here to the screen here. So whales don't need Clash of Worlds. Whales don't need Clash of Worlds. All right. The average whale, or big spender, which is a casino term, by the way, the average big spender already has Iris and Amira at Absolute Star, right? They did that when the event launch happened. The average whale will care about cosmetic items, but they will run out of cosmetic items to buy very quickly, right? There's only a couple of frames, there's only a couple of avatars, very quickly, and you can only wear one thing at a time. And let's be honest with ourselves, we're not talking about Fortnite or Call of Duty or Apex Legends skins here. We're talking about very small pieces of artwork. You can maybe buy one or two, maybe three of these to show your dominance, right? You'll buy the platinum battle frame or the dragon frame or the royal frame to prove that you're... I can buy this, by the way. This doesn't denote that I'm in the royal league or any of the high tier leagues. Doesn't matter. I can buy it. You can buy it. So with enough time, everybody will have access to these frames, so they become less valuable. So then you say, okay, well, you participate in Clash of Worlds in order to level up your totems, all right? To level up your new darkness and your new light totems. But it never occurred to me to actually look at the cost, of leveling up a totem with emeralds. How much does it cost to level up a totem with emeralds? Well, this is a rhetorical question because none of you can actually talk back to me. In order to level up a totem with emeralds, you need to add 2972, 29773, and 175,000 for a total of 207,000 emeralds, 817. So 207,817. 207,817. That is $160. You can spend $163 technically. $163 to max level the totem. $163. Would you, as a player, as a guild, would you want to spend 3 to 5 hours managing, trying to figure out the best way to go about doing this? Or would you rather spend $160 to save all that time? Now, the argument here is this is one of those things to convince people to buy to save time, right? If you want to save literal weeks, literal months, potentially years of playing this activity day in and day out, literal years of playing this activity day in and day out, you could spend $160. I spend about $100 a month on this game. I spend about $100 a month on this game, maybe $100 every 2 months, right? So in just a couple of dollars, I mean, 160 isn't a couple of dollars. $163, I have a max level totem, and I no longer have any need for any of the rewards. None of the rewards from Clash of Worlds. None of them. I don't care about the cosmetic items. Maybe one or two of them. Okay, they look okay, sure. I'm never going to take off my my avatar and my avatar frame, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm keeping my avatar in my avatar frame. I'm unique, I guess. I have my golden Galahad and, whatever, but, Amira and Iris, I guess, is the draw. But, again, big spenders already have a maxed Amira and a maxed Iris. Big spenders will spend $163 on emeralds to max level the totem. So then you have, okay, so whales don't need it because they've already spent emeralds to level the dark totem. The pay-to-play guys, which is me on average, right, don't need it because the effort versus the reward is meh, says Zog, right? And then the average free-to-play player will rarely ever see Clash of Worlds because it is getting exceedingly hard to be in a guild that would qualify to be in if you are free-to-play. Meaning, if you're not spending any money on this game, you're probably not going to be in a silver or gold league guild. There are some exceptions, obviously. So who is this game mode for, if not for the whales, if not for the average pay-to-play players, and if not for the free-to-play players? Well, the activity was added to have inter-server competition, right? I want to know how good my guild is going to be versus D. Warman's guild. Never mind the fact that I can never actually be in a competition with D. Warman's guild because his positioning is random, right? So it's all random. Not random. There's skill-based matchmaking, or whatever you want to call it, points-based matchmaking. But here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with the argument. Here's the problem with the argument of inter-server competition. It's too cute. It's too interesting, over-interesting to actually be effective inter-server competition. What do I mean by that? Well, we have these buffs, right? Let's find a buff here. Here we go. Increase energy gain for defensive team by 70%, including a control hero, and a defense team increases the buff by 5%. This is going to make me want to build a team different than what I would normally build. Now, you could argue that yes, the important part of Hero Wars, and indeed something that I harp on a lot, the important part of Hero Wars is understanding the fight, understanding which heroes to use and which heroes not to use, building the correct team to overcome the defense. But having these actually will narrow the fights. It will actually narrow the fights, right? Instead of giving you as much variety as you want, instead of letting me use any defensive team that I want, I'm more inclined to use a control team on defense here, or a team with control heroes. Now, you could argue that maybe you need a control hero in every defensive line anyway. Separate argument completely. So if this were a true inter-server fight competition to see which server is the strongest, they probably shouldn't include stuff like this that limits team building design, because that's absolutely what it does. The Bastion right here increases magic defense for defense teams, including a warrior hero. How many players are leveling warriors? How many warriors are there? There's like 5 warriors. There's like 6 warriors. Like Kark, Ishmael, Zhu? No, Zhu's marksman. Qingmao, there's not very many warriors, right? But if I don't put a warrior team here, or a player that has a warrior team, or level up a warrior team just so I can put that team here, then I'm at a disadvantage. So I don't think that this is a proper test of number 1 guild on server 25 versus number 1 guild on server 53 versus number 1 guild on server 5. I don't think that this is a proper test. Dante's a marksman, isn't he? Yasmin, okay. Yasmin warrior, sure. But you see my point though, right? You see my point. By putting these buffs here to be cute, to be interesting, to change up the strategy a little bit, it effectively takes away design space. It forces you into less design space than before. That's what it does. It absolutely does. You have to use a warrior team, or you have to use a warrior hero on your defensive Bastion teams. Otherwise, the Bastion teams that you have there are at a disadvantage from the other teams, right, that are going to be putting there. So if it's not for the whales, because they're just going to buy the rewards, which, very lackluster rewards. If it's not for the pay-to-play players like myself and the average player, and if it's not the free-to-play players, and it's not actually good to determine if your guild is better than another guild, right? Because of all this cute little interactions, who is it for? What is it for? Team of 30 shouldn't be too hard to field 5 warriors. That's not the point, Hero Wars Guide. That's not the point. Maybe they're trying to force people to not have, the same 3 teams every time, like, Spank the Monkey and Pink Pigs do. All right, they rotate their defenses to have the same basic defense on every team every week. Clash of Whales. Charlie, please answer this. Hypothetically, there's a team that is winning 51% of the time. All guild members using that team because of it. Is it preferable to have location buffs? No. I mean, yes, it is preferable to have location buffs. It's for nexters? That's exactly right, Writer Player One. That's exactly right. A team of 30, meaning a guild of 30, I'm assuming you mean Hero Wars Guide, shouldn't have too hard a time to field 5 warriors. But what about the players that don't level up physical attacking teams? Like if you look at my stable of heroes, the heroes that I've chosen to level up, there's a dramatic lack of mages, a dramatic lack of magic damage. You could call Aurora kind of a mage. She does magic damage. She's more of a tank. Helios is definitely magic damage, but certainly more of a counter hero. Not really a hero that I build a team around. Jorgen, again, more of a control counter hero. It isn't until Kai, who's a 72k, dramatic lack of magic damage in my top 20 heroes. And the same can be said for other accounts about physical attacking heroes. And the physical attacking heroes that they do level up are like Zhu, Yasmin, Dante. They can throw a team in the control building or the mage building or the tank building. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Hero Wars Guide. I'm definitely oversimplifying some of it. Definitely more oversimplifying it. Right. Karen Cross Leon team that you mentioned half years ago. Leon, Phobos, Dorian, Martha Jet. Yep, that was Jury's Leon tank team. There are only 60 hero locations, but possible 120 for the assignment. Okay. Fair enough. But not every player has to build a team for that location, just 5 from the whole guild. Right, but most of my team have built Dante teams. I'm sorry, most of my guild have built Dante teams. A lot of my guild has all heroes leveled up, but my guild is kind of a bigger spender guild, so it's a little bit of an exception right there. Then again, if the rewards aren't very good, you can just play around and not worry about it too much. I think that's the thing. Just play around and not worry about it too much. Anyone with Titan attacks left should focus on Altar of Life. It'll take a few hits with what we have left. All right, so let's do some attacks here. Let's fight the Altar of Life. Let's actually try some Clash of Worlds for the first time live. Altar of Life is the goal. Altar of Life. Ooh, Earth team. Excuse me. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with the tried and true. We may struggle here, but let's go after it. They have already fixed the bugs in the start of Worlds. Okay. Let's see what we can do to clean this up. Yanked Angus. Got to time it so the earth wall is not up. Throw out my own earth shield here. Dang. Let's just do auto for the rest. I got one down. And I can't use it again, huh? Can't use it again. Let's try something like this, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Took 2 hits. That's okay. That's okay. Got it. Got the bonuses for whatever. All right. I never doubted you. Probably shouldn't have played on auto for the second half there. We're still behind a little bit. I guess that's all my Titan fights, though, isn't it? Now I'm out of Titan attacks. Okay, so now I have to do... Let's see. Alchemy Tower. Wait, is this... Is this Hero War Secrets? What server are we facing here? Is this Hero War Secrets? Hold on. Let's find out if this is Hero War Secrets. It might be Hero War Secrets. If it is, then we got to fight him. So Moin, he's in the Moin guild. Let me search up his newest video here. See what we got. It'd be kind of funny. J-Foul, Drax. Okay. His most recent video he published 5 hours ago says, "Is Moin too complex?" I'm sorry, is Clash of Worlds too complex? So I'm not showing it because I'm just, yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, we can show it. That is his guild. Let's see. Oh, it is him. Awesome. Okay. Well, this should be fun then. Okay. So in this instance, we're going to go ahead and let's see. I think we should use Yasmin. And let's actually go ahead and use Martha here. There we go. YouTuber versus YouTuber. So I think Isaac is the play. I don't know if I should use Kark. I don't know if I should use Yasmin and Kark, or maybe I should do this. I like to use Yasmin against Iris, but I think this is going to be fine. Let's actually use Fenris to get some extra physical attack damage here. Yasmin to Iris. Go Isaac. Why not Zhu? Yeah, Zhu could work. Let's try it. Yasmin certainly. My Yasmin is pretty low level. All right, let's see how we do. Probably should have tested a little bit, but that's okay. Bonus physical attack, and then Isaac, although Isaac doesn't start to do damage for a while. Astaroth's buff is useless. Get some speed up going here. I probably should have saved that. It doesn't matter. Well, there you go. There you go. Fun stuff. Let's find, I wonder if he has any other teams or if he's been defeated so far. If he's got any other teams anywhere. But if I lost that, I would have messaged him and been like, I tried my best. But since I won, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to rub it in. I don't like to gloat, and I don't like to teach my boys that way either. I guess he doesn't have any. Oh, here's his other team right here. Ooh, we have Kira Fafnir line. Okay. So in this line, let's do Let's do Corvus, Kark, Iris, Morgan, and Celeste, maybe? My Celeste is a little weak. Let's try it. Let's try it. No Sebastian here, so let's use Fenris again. Iris, Celeste. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about this. I may need to use Dorian. There's no pull here, so I don't know that Dorian is actually going to be the play. Let's do Fenris for some blinds. And let's actually go... No, I'm going to keep Oliver on here because I'm worried about him dying too fast. Maybe I put Axel here and leave that blank. No. Let's do Biscuit here. Let's do Biscuit here so we can. Where's Faceless? I don't need Faceless in this team. I don't need Faceless in this team. Don't use Fenris and Corvus together. You want Kira to hit your team. Oh, good point. Well, the Fenris is for the bonus physical damage. I'm not too worried about the blinds. See, this is my concern, is that I was going to be spending the entire fights. Iris was going to be spending the entire fight healing herself. A little bit of armor penetration. Oh, man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I did it too soon. Oh, that's okay. We're going to wait until Fenris. I know that there's double armor on there, but... See, Martha Marcus is tough. Without having an Iris to get through Martha Marcus, this is going to be real tough. Like, I'm definitely going to time out from this fight. I tell you what, let's stack Fenris, armor penetration buff. Yeah, see, we're just not going to have enough damage against this team now. Not enough damage. Good team, though. This is a really cool defensive line. Marcus, Martha. Really cool defensive line. Okay, okay. Yeah, when Iris went down, I had no hope. Triple armor? Yeah, I was really relying on Armus here? On Iris there. Cool team, though. That's a really cool defensive lineup, though. Once you're... Maybe put, like, Yasmin here. Maybe put Ginger here. Once your agility hero goes down, this becomes a super, super tanky team. But yeah, I think the big issue is that, you know, my healer went down too fast, and maybe I should have used Dorian instead. Do you think maybe if I'd used Dorian, I might have had a better chance to keep Iris alive? The Curio was a trick? I think it was too. Iris is inferior to Fafnir? No. No. Maybe in certain lineups, yes. But I don't think so. Not generally. Okay. So we've already done Titan attacks. The Citadel is all down. Barracks. Honestly, this is just going to be throwing a crappy team at... Yeah, I think that this is just going to be me throwing a crappy team at somebody because I don't really have 3 teams of heroes. I mean, we'll try this, I guess. So let's do Oliver, Kane. No, let's do Kane here, and then I guess, whoops. Fenris. Albus. Jorgen. Dorian. Why not? Why not? And then we're going to use Axel to hopefully protect against some of those big hits. Okay. Find an Iris team and run Rufus. Okay. This was mentioned earlier. How does Cloud help with obtaining Dark and Light totem fragments? It doesn't, William. It doesn't help with obtaining the fragments. It helps leveling up the. It helps level up the fragments. It's the only way to level up the fragments. Get him, Jorgen. No points. No points. That's all right. Yasmin going to get Celeste. It was the best I could do. So that's it, right? That's it. 3 attacks. 3 hero attacks plus 2 Titan attacks. Yeah. So that's Clash of Worlds. That's Clash of Worlds. Let's see how our defenses are doing. Let's see how our defenses are doing. Oof. Oh, we got a couple of misses here. Another miss. Bastion of Ice. Lighthouse. Got a miss here. Got a miss versus the other Chris. Health increase. Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool that you can see the little logo there. We'll miss there, miss there, miss there. Weiser Ritter. Miss there. Raven got a miss. Corvus team. Cool, cool, cool. Just a pile of misses by Peter M. One out of his 5 attacks. Woof. And then Victor had a string of bad luck. Man, these just go on forever. Has anybody hit me? It's hard to look at this and be like, who's been hit and who hasn't been hit, because there's so many fights. And we're definitely losing. I don't even know where I am on defense. Am I in the Foundry? No. Citadel, maybe? No. Raven, am I on defense anywhere? City Hall? No. Alchemy Tower? No. Shooting Range? No. Engineerium? So I've definitely lost some. I've definitely lost my fights because probably the warrior building. It's this one right here, right? Marksman, mage, healing. Where's the warrior building? Darkness Titans. This is it. I don't have any in there. Go back and see your team who is where. Can I look at that? Oh, I'm not defending anywhere. I'm not defending anywhere. Raven, thank you for saving me from the embarrassment of getting beaten by Hero Wars Secrets. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm good enough for a single position. Of the 100 positions available and my 5 teams, I'm good enough to defend 1 position. Thank you, Anthony. Anthony says there are 8 warriors: Ishmael, Elmir, Yasmin, Astrid, Qing Mao, Kark, Arachne, and Tristan. I keep forgetting Arachne is a warrior. Oh man. I'm in a decent guild. I guess that's okay. Like, I guess that's the, maybe I need to stop sucking. Did you see the official notice about Mojo? Yes, is all I have. I haven't gotten to it yet. I tell you what, let's go read the note about let's read the note about the Mojo announcement. We can definitely do that. So Hero Wars Mobile made a let me move this over here. They made a statement about 8 hours ago regarding Mojo. We saw this in Load Runner's data yesterday. He actually revealed this information yesterday, but I didn't really jump into it too much. But this is effectively a change to Mojo. For the better, for the worse, I'm not sure. So hi, a recent rework of Mojo's skills changed the way players are used to Mojo and Hydra interaction, which caused conflicting opinions. Because of this, we're returning the mechanic of calculating damage from Mojo's 4th skill tag to the state before the change. So the situation with Mojo was that he had this ability that you didn't really need to level him up. Mojo's Hex Violet ability. Where are you? Here we go. Mojo's Hex Violet ability, which I guess hasn't been changed yet. Basically, whenever you started the fight, he would hex a random enemy, which when you're facing the Hydra head on Hero Wars Mobile, there's only one enemy, right? And the way to get any kind of appreciable damage didn't matter because he could die instantly as long as the ability was leveled up, right? Leveled up to max, which is what, level 80, I think. As long as the ability was leveled up to max level and your Mojo was max level 120 and level 80, then the rest of your team could do a ton of damage, and then the Hex ability, which persisted after his death, would continue to do damage every 2 seconds, right? Based on the amount of damage that was dealt during those 2 seconds. All right. Now, with the Mojo rework a little while ago, they changed it so that Mojo would be effective only if you could keep him alive. Now, the problem with this is two things. First of all, people were using Mojo to do a lot of damage, and we're not investing in him, right? Not investing in him whatsoever, which led to people not using him basically anywhere, in Arena, in Grand Arena, in the Global Championships, because you didn't have to invest in him, right? So they changed it so that you had to invest in him, but then that had the adverse reaction of taking away resources from another hero that you would want to use in an existing team because nobody planned on using Mojo in their teams. Nobody planned on using Mojo in any of their global championship teams or arena or guild war or anything because you didn't have to, right? So all of a sudden, everybody that was relying on Mojo to do damage that didn't want to spend on Mojo, they had a reason to complain because now you have to level a hero for him to be effective. How about that? And I guess there was enough feedback, enough people not using Mojo anymore. They didn't see any increase in Mojo in Arena and Grand Arena. Of course, it's only been a couple of days, couple of weeks maybe. Let's see. As you may know, Hydra has an ability that prevents it from taking too much damage in a single attack, and Mojo's Hex tag deals additional damage to the target depending on the damage it has recently taken. The change relate to what Mojo will count as damage received by Hydra. The changes relate to what Mojo will count as damage received by thus now the tag won't take Hydra's limitations into account, which means it will still deal significantly more damage. Before changing his skills, Mojo's damage was calculated based on the damage after the limiter was activated, which means Mojo will perform much more effectively in the Hydra mode. So this will boost the damage that Mojo is doing, but not enough to boost it to pre-change update, right? He will do better damage, but not as much as he did before. Is the TLDR. Still sucks if you didn't invest. Yes. Yes. Though sucks less than he did before, right? And a couple a little over a year ago when they capped Mojo and Qing Mao and Zhu, I think. People were all upset about it, and we got over it. And then, the Mojo rework happened, and people were all upset. But then we adapted. Things will get better here. Even with the new changes, Mojo is not good against the Hydra. He's better against the Hydra, but he's still not as good as he was. Monta. He needed to survive after the rework. Yep. You still need to keep him alive to do a certain degree. Yeah, and that's the problem. Is like you have to you can't just leave him at 25k power level anymore. You have to actually drop some. Yep, you have to actually drop some investment into him. Matches my hoodie. Let's see. I want to buy Corvus skin now. Which one is better aesthetics? I think the spring skin is better aesthetics. I think the spring skin looks better. So we're allowed to be upset about this. We're still allowed to be disappointed and mad and everything because, you know, they still took away our toy or made our toy worse or whatever you want to call it. But at least we can't complain about this. We can complain that they didn't revert it completely, but we can't complain about this change. Why Hero War is frustrating. Reason why when you equip an Alchemist set, your hero gains health, but when you equip an Asclepius staff, you only get 4,800. Oh, good question. On the other hand, it made us think about other options to fight the Hydra. Yeah. We adapted. We got over it. Reading Raven comments. To my surprise, our guild captured all buildings in Cal. Score 5640 versus 2000 at early balance strength. Yeah, it looks like you got matched up against a weaker guild. For sure. For sure there. Oh, man. All right. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Let's do some Guild Wars. Take a look at some Guild Wars here and see what we got to do. I don't have any targets in Guild Wars. Maybe we're not going to look at Guild Wars. Let's see what's going on with Guild Wars. I'm on timeout. Raven, what's the deal here? Did I not pay my club dues? What is the name of the in the motorcycle club, the new recruits, what are they called? Is it just recruits? What is this? No, stop. Prospects. Thank you. I guess I'm still a prospect in here. There we go. I think I faced Sylvester last week. Let's see. I guess we're listening to music upstairs. So we'll just go no audio for the rest of the live stream. Okay, so I fought Sylvester Jr. last week. They had the same team. The team was 835. Okay. Oh, you moved. You're still playing around with things. Oh, I faced Jin last week too. Okay. All right, cool. So 836. So basically the same power level as last week. I used Iris with Oliver. I used Kark with Fenris, Astaroth, Sebastian, and Martha with Axel. And let's see. Make sure here. Martha, Cleaver, Kark, Sebastian, Faceless. Yep. My team was Astaroth, Kark, Sebastian, Iris. Okay. All right. And away we go. Suck today? 1 second. Raven. It's all right, my guy. It's all right. Here we can. We'll play the Hero Wars background stuff. I keep forgetting how like heavy metal Sebastian actually is. It's always a shock whenever I see him use his, when I hear him use his ability. Like he goes from like a heavy guitar riff into like this really acoustic thing. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. I need to start doing some more damage. Okay, I started to say I really need to start doing some more damage to this cleaver, otherwise. All right, we're not gonna ult yet. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. And there we go. Okay. Okay, and then Jin was 891. Or Jin is 891. And last week... she's 891. So she hasn't really improved her team much at all. Whoops. Go. There we go. There we go. Raven, you're doing fine. I think this whole Clash of Worlds thing is just caused people to kind of lose track of everything, and it's made for some sloppy days today, I think. Although, I tell you what, since that bug was live yesterday, I'm actually going to refresh. So somebody in my guild on Friday mentioned that the second attack has been the buggy attack. I don't know if the buggy guild war attacks have been fixed yet, but I'm going to go ahead and reset things right now just to see if maybe resetting the game before my second attack actually helps. I don't know if it will or not, but let's just see. So last week, yeah, they haven't improved their team one bit. They have not improved their team one bit. And Ching Mao, Orion, Zhu, Aurora, Martha with Albus, it's the exact same team. Okay. Means that I'm going to do all right here. Let's see. We're keeping Sebastian Albus. We're not using Oliver. We're using Isaac with Marat. Martha with the pet. And we're using Nebula. Okay. Nebula with... and I believe we just full auto this. Right? We just full auto this. With Aurora and Orion both, I think there's no sense in not just playing full auto right here. Because I physically can't spam my Isaac button fast enough. And there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now I get to play my GIF. There we go. There we go. I'm not going to show you the GIF because you're not in my guild and you don't deserve it. Can you look at my cow score? Yeah, yeah. Let's do a quick Clash of Worlds recap as we wrap things up here. 3378 to 4054. Yeah. In one of my guilds, leadership is already complaining about how much more work this is giving them. Yeah, yeah. I'm sick of cow at the moment, seeing all these players getting new Titan totem fragments with just opening 10 blue spheres. I spent 4,500 emeralds and opened over 100 spheres and did not get any. Yeah, me either, Anthony. Me either. Cow score is bugged sometimes? How is it bugged? We're getting beat. No matter how you look at it. We're getting beat. Can we look at the number of attacks left maybe? So we have 28 attempts left. Why only 145? That's weird. Do they only have 29 members in their guild? 145? Do you only have 29 members? Huh. So they have 28 and we have 51. So we have We have 23 more attacks left than they do. And we have some of our big hitters left. Idrisil, Iggy, Jeff, Acid Burn, Mouse. All big spenders. A lot of big spinners left. Rasad. Yeah. John Wick, big spender. We got some good players left still yet to do attacks. Oh, the other Chris? Oh, yeah. We still have some big damage to push through. Some big D. About to push in some big D. Opponent's points went down 43 points. Turn in numbers. We always have one spot open for recruiting. Oh, okay. How many good Kyros Titan teams? Zol, I thought about making a post yesterday asking for Titan team fights, and I still want them for Hero Wars Mobile. If anybody has any cool Titan team fights for Hero Wars Mobile involving Kyros, I would love to have them. I'd love to share them. But I'm not going to share any Kyros fights on Facebook and web yet. There's no point in it. There you go, Crease. That's funny. All right, somebody ping me. You were up by a lot. I was up by a lot. Oh, goodness, I was. Look at this. Speaking of bugged. I need to zoom out. Goodness. Speaking of bugged scores, apparently this was the score earlier. 33-78 to 60. So I guess the score was bugged. Yeah, I guess the score was bugged earlier. Thanks, Jeff. Dang. What a day. Complain about it. Maybe they hear you. They left you out. It's all right. It's all right. Sometimes it be that way. All right. So is there anything else that we haven't covered yet? I think we covered everything on the to-do list. Am I a fan of Leonard Skinner? Yeah, I'm okay. I like him. I've never been to like any of their concerts or anything like that, but I mean, I'll listen to a couple of their songs. It looks like we talked about everything. Oh, we haven't talked about the Astaroth video yet. So one last thing, and then we're going to go. One last thing, and then I'm going to go. With Astaroth, the Astaroth event. Oh, I didn't talk about the mobile event either. Okay, so we have two more things to talk about, and then I'm going to go to the gym. Then I got to go to the gym. So on Hero Wars Facebook and web, we have the Wings of Flame event. Wings of Flame event is an Astaroth Demon Doll an Astaroth Demon Doll event. And I'm taking this opportunity to choose a server, and I'm going to beat the top 10 arena defenders on that server, and I have to use Astaroth. Not to prove anything in particular, just to say that, hey, I could beat the top 10 defending team in the arena on your server with Astaroth. The thing that is going to make a statement is that I'm also not going to use Sebastian. I'm going to beat every top 10 team in arena on defense on a given server, and I'm going to use Astaroth, and I'm not going to use Sebastian. I will not use Sebastian. So that video is going to be coming out in the next day or so. I'll let you guys guess which server I'm going to go after. And then the Hero Wars mobile side of things. Let's see, mobile no chat. Here we go. Hero Wars Mobile has a event out today that I did not notice until I was driving yesterday for a good part of yesterday, so I couldn't really get into the event video too much. But Power of the Elements is a 3-day event that's focusing on getting Titan artifacts, right? And one question that I wanted to find out before I talked about it was, can you get Kyros artifacts out of these chests? And I don't think you can, though I haven't seen anybody prove that you can. All right, so day after day is obviously log in. We have Hydra Hunter, which is an absolutely free-to-play task. You can fight the Hydra. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. You have to fight the Hydra. So you have to use some golden horns in order to complete this task. You get some fairy dust as well as more of the artifact chests. Fight with different heroes. Win with different heroes in arena. All right. You get 5 fights per day, and you have to fight with 30 different heroes. So, figure that out. Ultimate Champion is win with different heroes in the Grand Arena, which is less fun. But if you win one time with a team of 15, and then you win another, I guess you have to have 60 leveled up heroes for this. Yikes! Tank your rating, I guess, to get low. Yeah, VK is Russian Facebook. Yep. I completed that task first day by spamming 15 battle processing errors. Yikes. Purchase any one product in the dungeon shop. You got to purchase 15 products in the dungeon shop. Purchasing 15 products in the dungeon shop, by the way, requires dungeon coins. And there's really not that much dungeon coins you can get in a given day. So that task sucks. That task sucks a lot. That task sucks a lot. It's a bad task. And then finally, buying VIP, right? This one resets every day, and the buying items resets after you finish it. But who is buying 15 products in the dungeon shop every day, multiple times a day? Who does that? Nobody saves up dungeon coins. If you have dungeon coins, you spend them on Titan skin stones. This is a dumb task. And the rest of them don't reset. So this event, I mean, it's a good event. It comes with the artifact chest, I guess, and some fairy dust. I don't know. And then Scorching Days, which is the Fire Titan event, which, everybody knows everything about Scorching Days. You need 9,000 coins stockpiled to get all that but dust. To get all but dust. I gotcha. You keep it stocked for this event? Okay. Robert says I've opened 150 at least and none of them are in there. I think that's a safe enough statement. So as far as I know, you cannot get Kyros artifact pieces out of these artifact chests. I got 3 just now, and this is going to be a very small sample size, but if I don't get any Kyros artifacts out of these 3 chests, I will say definitively the Kyros artifact pieces are not in this chest. So of the 3, this very small population, you do not get Kyros artifacts out of these reward chests. I don't like this event at all. I don't think it's a good event, and it's definitely not a fun event. But, just do your average stuff in a given day and, get some artifacts. Anything we need to say for Spooky Fest? Yeah, Spooky Fest video probably needs to come out. That's on the list of things to do. I'll try to put a Spooky Festival video out later today, Yusuf. But I really got to go. I got to meet somebody at the gym in just a little bit. Yeah. Odd for next year, design a task that discourages people from spending resources until it rolls around. There's a video series that I'm about to start doing that I can't wait to start doing around Hero Wars resources. Cannot wait. But I think that's good enough for today. I think that good stream today. Good amount of people. Petar joined the YouTube Guild. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button. If you're not interested in joining the YouTube Guild by hitting that join button, costs 99 cents a month to join, and I don't want you to, actually. I really don't want you to. I don't really want you to spend the money. Then you can hit that like button. That's the best way to support the channel. It's absolutely free and doesn't take very long at all. If you're looking for an alternative way to support the channel, feet pics. I may sell them on OnlyFans. But if you want to support the channel and you don't want to hit the like button, then send me feet pics, I guess. Somebody asked me earlier, about where to send Kyros videos. There's a link in the description box down below. What I would recommend you do is to record the video and save it to Dropbox or Google Drive, and then share the link with me. That's the easiest and safest way to get the file transferred. That would be what I would recommend. So good stuff. So everyone spam the Discord with feet pics. You can send them privately to me. Actually, please don't send me feet pics, guys. Please don't send me feet pics. Goodness. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.